it was my national championship game, Brian. I'm talking, of course, BYU Coastal Carolina Chanticleers.
Chanticleers, Joel, I watched that game. I told Nicole, I have to watch this game. This is Shakespeare right here, okay? This is Michael Bay coming out with Transformers 9, and we're going to have a good time. And it did not disappoint. It was amazing.
It did not disappoint. So to set the stage for those who aren't in the know, so right, college football, it's really hard to break into the national conversation if you're not one of the big 5 teams. And this year, there are 3 very good programs knocking on the door. Cincinnati, of course, they're incredible. BYU is traditionally a very good football school. They've got Steve Young, all the Detmer boys. There's a track record of athletic excellence. And that is not the case in Coastal Carolina, is it?
Their fans, the students, the fans, the whole town is amazing, and I want to go there and just party. It seems like a cool place to be.
Yeah, Coastal Carolina, they lost their opponent last week due to COVID-related concerns. And on 2 days' notice, BYU, they volunteer to fly across the country. They square off Friday night, and it's the game of the year. Both teams played incredible. It was an amazing atmosphere, and we talk about theater. It had the ending of the Titans-Rams Super Bowl baked right in it.
Oh, yeah. It was just so magical. And big ups to, what's his name, CJ Maribel? I think that's his name, Maribel. CJ, that running back. Amazing. Like, I want this guy at Christmas. Tell him to bring all the family over. We're going to cook a turkey. I don't know what they do for Christmas. I grew up at Tropes with this, but it's going to be great.
Yeah, and because those Coastal Carolina folks have their own traditions. You go down there, they've got the, rooster logo who's uncomfortably buff. They've got the teal turf that's upsetting to the eyes, and it is just like the dugout, the infield at a NASCAR event. It's a lot of people, they're putting up the Kenny Powers memes, and they could not be more accurate.
Oh, Joel, did you see, what is it? I saw T-shirts that said Mormons versus Mullets. Like you both, this is incredible. I'm sorry.
It was the Mormons versus Mullets, and I think they should have it. They should keep an open date on the NCAA calendar. One team can just, it's the Sadie Hawkins weekend.
Yeah.
You pick who you want to dance with, and then it's just a crazy mix-up. Every school gets 3 days of practice. It's rare to see the NCAA, the same institution that made James Wiseman sit out for no real reason. I'm not going to go into the Trevor Lawrence thing here because it's not accurate. Yeah. But for them to allow this to happen, it was just simply fun. And there was a lot of value in this because, if you've had any familiarity with Coastal Carolina this season, go Chanticleers, you knew that they were a pretty good football team. And for whatever reason, BYU traveling across the country with no real practice time, they were made 11-point favorites on the road with fans in attendance.
Well, I mean, for BYU to give this opportunity to them, to Coastal, it doesn't happen. Especially with BYU, they're thinking this is a tune-up game. This is nothing. But to finally, Coastal Carolina wanted to show the world pretty much that they could hang, and they did it.
They absolutely did, and all the money was on BYU here. So William Hill, they had BYU on 92% of the handles, and 92% of the money was on BYU. 75% of the bets were on BYU. At PointsBet, 72% of the money was on BYU. So all of it was on BYU. Everyone in the sports gambling world thought that Coastal Carolina was going to be outclassed, except us. I backed them. I backed the money line, and it was a wonderful little win on Saturday night.
Oh yeah, good for you. I can't believe everyone William Hill. It's two. When you have 2 first names, I don't trust it. But to not even have Coastal Carolina in the thought is rude, and they need a rooster to come in, a buff rooster to come over and hang out and be like, "You sup, bro? You want to You do you lift, bro?"
Yeah, and they do need a buff rooster to do that. I won't argue that buff rooster. He is the only Coastal elite I recognize. That's who. That's who everyone has been campaigning to every election season. So the chicken, the rooster, the Chanticleer, something we all aspire to. And I told myself that I would send the winner of this team my own trophy because this is the walk-on national championship game.
Oh yeah, I love it.
And I'm gonna do that. But what should the trophy be?
Oh man, well, can we give him a PS5? I mean, I know we need to
give him a PS5. Maybe if we tell him it's an air humidifier, that'll help us out. This will clear up the passages.
Yeah, give him some of that. Or I wish I had the money. I can give him all Bose headphones and stuff like that. That's a good holiday gift, and for to win the bowl.
Yeah, so maybe since the Coastal Carolina, they're the Chanticleers. I go down to Ridgewood. Yeah. I visit a poultry supply store, and I get a chicken. I send them the chicken. They would enjoy that.
Just one chicken?
Yeah, I'll be honest.
You got to get like 50 plus chickens.
Well, I'll be honest with you. A chicken per man?
Yes, chicken per player and coach.
Okay, so we're gonna get 120 chickens, and I'll tell you this. This isn't the first time I was given chickens to some college students as a bit. When I was at old USC, fight on, great win this weekend, I went down to Chinatown. I got a chicken on April Fool's Day, and I put it in my roommate's room, and he loved it. Like,
he loved it?
He loved it. He built the chicken a coop, the chicken really felt connected to us, and it started following us to class. It started laying eggs, and you heard about giving a teacher an apple. How about giving the professor a single egg?
Ooh, that's extra credit. That's right there.
Yeah, hey, I'm worried about your protein deficiencies. Take this. So 120 chickens. They're on their way to Coastal Carolina.
Love it.
Congratulations, boys. You earned it.
You earned it. Wow, what a win. I'm so excited.
Yeah, and it was just a good game for these outside college conferences because college football, it can be a little bit of the haves and the have-nots. You're a MAC boy. Nobody knows better than you.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they don't care about it. It's the money. It's about the money, okay? And no one cares about Akron, and that's okay. I get it.
Yeah, no one cares about any of these programs, but Saturday night when Alabama is trouncing LSU, I think it says something that all eyes in the American sporting world were on Coastal BYU.
Oh, yeah. People were flipping. I want to see the ratings of that game.
Oh, yeah. I do want to look. Let's see if we can pull up those ratings for that game. You on it, or should I be on it?
We can try. I mean, Coastal.
I do think I think it was cool because of how good BYU looked in the process. Like Zach Wilson is someone who I've seen bandied about as a potential top 10 pick in this year's NFL draft. I wasn't sold, but that last drive, just getting down the field, he made a lot of tough throws under pressure, and those are NFL throws. That's everything you could possibly want to see out of Zach Wilson in that scenario. And if you look at his line, it wasn't a great line, but in that environment, on the road with the game on the line, what better test can a quarterback have?
And this is just good tape for Zach. This is what you want. Losing is not what you want, but to put good tape, you're I can go down, traveled, hopped on a jet real quick and threw a couple touchdowns. I think that's a very good look. But he didn't mess his draft prospect ranking.
I think he helped establish it. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
The throws he made in that situation with that much on the line, I don't know. I saw everything I need to see. He's maybe 2 inches shorter than I'd like him to be, but he's mobile, the arms there, and there was a great deal of leadership ability coming from him. So hats off to Zach Wilson. Hats off to BYU. What a game. I loved it.
Yep.
All right.